What's up guys, this is Wenzes. Welcome back to my channel. We're talking about how to stop playing small. And today I'm going to talk about the 5 simple truths that you have to take on in order to stop playing it small, start thinking bigger, and taking the steps today to make that difference. We all know in the end it's mindset work and it's the action behind it. And we're going to make it really simple so it's not just thinking, reading, or watching something, but actually changing your life starting today. Before we get started, I want to remind you, if you're interested in the bootcamp or one of the seminars or the Bali retreat, check out the links in the description. I'm really eager to meet you, so I'm looking forward to you signing up. The first truth is that we're all playing it small. You'll see so many people say we're only using 10% of our potential, and even that once you made a lot of money or had a huge impact in life or really created an awesome family, whatever it is, we're all playing it small. And there's nothing bad about it. It's just human nature. You're not special in a way of, oh, I'm the one who can't make it and everybody else can make it. You're actually just looking at those people. You'll always have people who are further away from their goal, and you have people who are further ahead. And when I even say they're further ahead or behind you, guess what? It's all coming from your understanding of what is success, what is an exciting life, what is it that I want to achieve and have in this lifetime. So don't feel bad about it, accept it, forgive yourself, it's okay. You're always going to be playing small. Like even when you're a millionaire and you have a great family and you have all of those things, gratitude is key, but we could be always doing more. So that really shouldn't be something that you're bothered with, because you'll always be able to think of people who would want to have your kind of achievement, your kind of standing in the world, would want to be able to create the life you're creating right now, and they're always going to be people who are further ahead. A little side note, you'll never have haters who are further ahead than you are. Never. Even if you have people at work who are talking down at you, trust me, they don't feel abundant. People who do feel abundant in their life and are well on their way to creating everything they want, they will always want to see you rise. Truth number 2, please stop measuring your success in life on particular goals. As you say, I'm only going to be successful once I make $1 million. I'm only going to be successful once I have a love interest. I'm only going to be successful if I drop 20 pounds. That is never going to get you anywhere, because abundance works in a way it can only maximize what you already have. So I always like to say, imagine you have 95% of your day are horrible, and then you have 5% which are good. And for example, that is only, you like your coffee in the morning. And then you're like, how in the world am I supposed to focus on the great coffee when my life is flowing down the drain? That's the challenge, and this is where successful people act differently than unsuccessful people, because those successful people, they will focus on that coffee. They will focus on the little things, the smile they got from their neighbor or whatever it is, because only when you focus on the positive things, you can maximize it. That's the way it works. That's how you create more abundance, where you're in control and you're taking responsibility for your wealth, your health, your relationships, and everything in between. And that's why it's so important not to measure your success on goals, or to say, I'm only going to be successful once I reach that goal. It's about the process. When did I have a successful day? When I did something that is leading me into the person I want to be. Are you standing up for yourself? Are you taking that class that will get you ahead? Are you writing a page or 2 on your book you always wanted to do? Those are the things. It's about the process. It's about the person you will become and the person you are, because you commit to making those steps happen every day or once a week or once a month. If you really measure your success by yes or no, or by achieving that goal, you will never reach it, because you'll never feel like you're there yet. But if you're process oriented, if your goal is to be a person who works on their dreams every single day, your success will get that much faster. You will stop playing small, and you really take on the challenges necessary to get you to the next step, and you won't even recognize it. It will just be, I'm just being myself. I'm proud of the person I am today, because today I'm taking the steps that will lead me into this. And then I'm just as successful today as I'm going to be in 5 years, when I'm much further ahead in the money game or in the success game or whatever it is you want to achieve, because it's about the person you are. And the person you are is taking those steps today, and that person is also taking those steps 5 years from now. You have to be successful now. That means you have to redefine what you consider successful. You do that, you automatically stop playing it small. Truth number 3, people will often tell you your requirements are too high or you aim too high. Why would you want that kind of relationship? You really want to have your own business and not go to work? Whatever it is, people will tell you things over and over again, and guess what? You probably are telling yourself this too. More often than not, you might think, maybe my requirements are too high. Maybe I want too much for myself. But that's not the case. In most cases, I can guarantee you, you're aiming too low. So let's talk, for example, about relationships. So let's say you want to find a partner in crime, somebody who's at your side. In a dream world, how would that person be? Because I used to think, because of bad experience and so on, oh, I just want somebody to accept me. There's nothing bad with thinking like this, but this is definitely not the kind of person I would aim for as my partner in life if I'm really aiming at what is the best thing possible. If I was really looking for an equal, then I would expect that person to bring as much to the table as I am. Are you actually expecting that? Or do you think like I'm bringing so much more to the table, the person just has to be there and not take too much from me? Guess what? That's not going to be a person you can lean on when you have hard times, mentally or emotionally or financially or whatever it is. You need somebody who's on your level. And that spills over not just in your intimate relationship. That is also about what kind of people do you want to work with. I want to work with people that I actually respect and that actually respect me, who bring something to the table, something I can learn from. What do you want to do with your life? Is it just that you want to pay your rent? Or is it that you actually want to use your gifts to create something awesome and people love it? If you do not define what would be the thing that you would want in a dream world, guess what? You cannot have it ever. And I'm the prime example of this. I used to do this so much. I aimed way too low and then wondered why it's not working out. Most of the times it's because you're not aiming high enough, because if you do not aim for somebody that you can respect, that you can learn from, how is that person supposed to respect you? How is that person supposed to understand everything that you have to offer? You need to find people like this, you need environments like this, and you need jobs or opportunities or businesses like these. Please define it. Do not be afraid to aim too high to how well it should be. And guess what? You can have it today. This is not about saying, oh, I want to have $5 million and then you're going to have them the next day. It's about deciding what the next step is going to be that's going to lean you into having people who respect you around you, who you look up to, who bring something to the table that really enriches your life. You can have it all, but you have to be willing to write it down, be aware of it, and ask for it. That being said, we come to truth number 4, which is you can't wait for people to see your worth. It's never gonna happen. It's never ever gonna happen, and this is something I still work on, and I think I'll work on even when I'm much further ahead, because this is such a big one. You can't sit at home and wait for somebody to recognize your worth. You can't be sitting at home creating beats, posting them on Instagram for 5 years straight, not doing anything specifically different, and think one day somebody's gonna discover me and they're gonna recognize how great I am, and then it's gonna happen. That's not how it works. You have to be the one who says, I deserve it just as much as everybody else, and it's not gonna happen by me just putting something out there and just waiting for something to happen. You have to be the one who takes on the next bigger step, the next bigger step. So for example, let's take it back to that example, the guy who's making beats in his apartment and he gets better, but he doesn't really push it that much. The next step would be to actually go to a radio station, to actually go talk to a producer, to send in your tape to competitions or send your beats to musicians. You have to actively do the steps that can get you somewhere, because you can't wait for the big producer to see your stuff and say, oh, you're everything I've been waiting for. That's not how it works. You have to be the one who believes in your potential and takes the steps, because if you don't take the steps, people will not recognize it. That's just how the universe works. You have to be the one who does those things to make it happen. You want to be in a relationship, but you just sit at home and don't do anything about it, it's not going to happen. You have to sign up for online dating, you have to ask your friends, you have to go out on blind dates, whatever it is, and the same thing goes to your jobs. People will not see you and say, oh, you're that wonder child, I've been waiting waiting for forever. You have to be the one telling yourself this, and that's why you have to take the steps that will get you to the next level. It is a process, but it's never about waiting for somebody to see your worth. You have to do the step, and you have to start before you're ready and before it's perfect. You want some inspiration? Check out my first videos. You'll see how I sit there, how I look. I'm not the strongest person there, although a lot of people tell me this. I was not in the greatest place. The production value, everything is on a much lower level, but I showed up and I kept fighting. And then we come to truth number 5, which is it's better to aim a little higher and then fail than to not aim high enough. See, this is actually a contradiction to what I say most of the time, because I'm a big fan of you have to have success. You have to feel successful. And in order to do that, rather have smaller goals, achieve them, and get to the next step. But this is not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about, for example, with the relationship thing, if you keep on going to the person who can't stand on their own 2 feet and you ask why they can't appreciate you and they can't see your worth, rather aim for somebody who you feel is really on your level, who will actually pull you up. That person is much more likely to see your worth, understand what you're about, what you can bring to the table, than the person who can barely stand on their 2 feet. And then you ask yourself, if they can't even see my worth, how is that person who's like successful and doing all those things supposed to see that? Well, he or she is going to be able to do this because that person has that mindset that this person doesn't have. And this is just an example. Same thing comes to clients. Like, I understand what kind of clients actually see my worth and what don't. I understood when I was working in a middle class consulting agencies, people were putting me down. They weren't seeing what kind of money I can bring to the company because they themselves don't have the mindset to be that successful. The moment I step up to a top tier consulting agencies, one of the biggest in Europe, guess what happened? People actually saw what I can bring to the table. And this thing spills over in all areas of your life. So please, do not aim too low. Go for the bigger thing. Rather fail and then realize, okay, this is how far I can go. And then you keep going from that spot. Then to always aim low and think, they have to understand me, they have to appreciate me. If they don't even do that, how is that person who's like there where I want to be going to do that? I really hope that helped you. Stop playing it small. You have everything that it takes. You don't need to get more perfect. You don't need to become somebody you're not. You can stop playing small today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to work with me or check out additional material, check out the links in the description. Like always, I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I talk to you soon. Bye.